On February 4th of 2005, my husband Michael and I were anticipating the birth of our fourth child, a son we named Maddox Achilles. Unbeknownst to us, he was born with a condition called myotubular myopathy, which prevented him from moving or breathing on his own. We spent day after day by his side with hope and fear in our hearts, questions that had no answers. I tried my best to create and document our time together using my own digital camera. Every time I looked at Maddox through the viewfinder, my vision was blurred by tears. Reviewing the images, I only saw tear-stained cheeks, red, swollen eyes, forced smiles, and fear. It was then, on February 10th of 2005, that my husband and I made the heartbreaking decision to remove our son from life support. He was 6 days old. Hellos were mixed with goodbyes when my older children met their baby brother for the very first and only time. The mother in me knew I had to have my son's photograph hang alongside those of his older brother and sisters in our home. He deserved his space on our walls. I could not comfortably hang the raw color images I had taken that showed so much sadness. I wanted heirloom portraits. This is what we needed to bring healing to our hearts, a way to remember and honor our son. There were beautiful photographs hanging on the hospital walls of healthy, chubby babies. Even in the NICU, there were images of babies connected to tubes and wires, sensitive images that reflected hope in what had to seem the darkest of times. My husband contacted the photographer and was told she only had availability 2 days from then. He said that would be too late. It was then that photographer Sandy Pooch rearranged her schedule to meet us that evening at the hospital. Sandy created the most incredible images of Maddox while he was still alive, and sensitive images after he had died peacefully in my arms. These photographs bring healing to my heart while at the same time honor to my son. Words cannot describe the pain I felt having to leave the hospital, arms empty without my son. But I knew deep within my heart I had something waiting for me, and that I would see my son's face again through photographs. Seeing the images of Maddox, I am not reminded of the pain and sadness of that night. I am reminded of the beauty and blessing Maddox continues to be in our lives. Through these photographs, Maddox has a legacy that will be remembered for generations. Because of the healing and hope the images brought to my family, the Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep organization was created with one simple mission, and that was to introduce remembrance photography to families suffering the death of a baby with the free gift of professional portraiture. I never wanted a family to feel they couldn't create these memories because of cost. For a bereaved family, there is no tomorrow. There is only now. There are no second chances, and there are no retakes. There is a fine line between life and death, and it's called time. Some families may have days with their babies, some only moments. And then there are those babies whose only time was spent in the womb. I wanted to share my story and let families know that it was okay to create these memories even if their child had already died. There is still a connection between parent and child, and a bond that will never be broken, even in death. While some may think that Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep photographs dead or dying babies, our perspective is we don't photograph death, we capture love. Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep started because of one mother's love for her son and the generous heart of one photographer. We continue to grow today because other families are sharing the stories of their babies, and because photographers continue to give selflessly of their time and talent to help heal a family's broken heart. Together, we are changing the way the world views infant death. Each life, no matter how brief, deserves to be honored.